What's good, Joe? What's good? Triple threat family. It's MJ. It's Kobe. It's P. We here late night, Thursday night. Gonna give our picks. NFL doing a lot of stuff. Cowboys, Ravens preview. Some NBA stuff. It's been a minute since we talked about the NBA. How y'all feeling, boys? Late at night, John. You feel me?
We gotta stop doing this, bro. We gotta find better times to get it right, bro.
No, real
we
rap.
we never record before 12 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, we never do. And we always
I
try, and then like some BS happen, and
yeah.
then
Why we like this today? Can we go back to the boxes? Can we get the boxes
there
back?
we
Yeah,
go.
that's more like it.
P got the fresh cut.
You know what I'm saying? I had to go get one. It was about time. Somebody that called me was like, dang, you going to do it like that? I'm like, bro, just give me till Thursday. Feel me? Let's chill.
You feel
But,
me? Hey,
look
all
good.
of y'all watch it on Instagram. We'll go live, Thursday nights on Instagram, but Sundays, YouTube. Sundays, YouTube. So subscribe, like, share, all that. Be sure to tune in there, man. Be sure to tune in there. We go first gonna start off Ravens versus the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium. That's gonna be the game of the week, no doubt. Now for me, it's a win-win. If the Ravens lose, my prediction of them missing the playoffs, that's like, oh my, talk about their percentages of being 0-3 and making the playoffs, like slim to none. And the Cowboys lose, they go 1-2. That's just a joyful day for me too. So I'm good. This is y'all going back and forth. But I'm gonna pass it to Kobe first. What do you see from the Cowboys? How do you feel this game is going to play out versus the Ravens?
Uh, I'm not sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Me and P both gonna be in the building. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good day. I don't have a prediction because my problem is we don't know what Cowboys team we gonna get. Um, we played last week. Nobody expected us to get blowed out at home, right? And my thinking the whole week has been, hey, bro, we got blowed out at home. Uh, Maybe they'll come out with some fire and some passion. See, before this past Sunday, I was like, hey, this Ravens game gonna be looking ugly. I'm on Cowboys Twitter. We all talking about we just going for the party for real. Now we all like, hey, this thing might get interesting because hopefully the Cowboys defense has grown a backbone. Mike Zimmer out here putting people that's not hurt on IR. We got a lot of things happening. It's a lot of things, a lot of moving pieces going on in Dallas. But the hope is that they come out with a backbone, ready to play some football, and they get mad about something. Otherwise, Derrick Henry will have the biggest day he's had as a Raven so far.
P.
I got caught up there. I think we about to go down there. It's a statement game for us. Everybody, oh, the Ravens 0-2. Oh, this is not going to work. Oh, whatever. It's a statement game for us. We start every NFL season off slow. I mean, like everybody forget last year we was a 1-2 football team, and by the end of the year, nobody was talking about us starting off 1-2. The last 3 years, we've blown leads early in the season, the games that we should have won, but we ended up giving them away. So I think this week we go into Dallas. Lamar has a Lamar day. That MVP conversation starts after this game on Sunday. Derrick Henry, like he said, has his best day as a Raven. And I think the Cowboys get that, rude awakening call even more than last week. Because last week was kind of like, I think even now, everybody's looking at the Cowboys game last week, like, did that really happen? Like, and it's more so, it's more so less on like the Cowboys, and it's more so as like, are the Saints what we are starting to think they are? More so than like the Cowboys is. Yeah. So I think this week we go to Dallas, we make a statement so everybody can kind of relax, and know that the Baltimore Ravens are who we believe they are.
No, this game
I
can
think
go
this just
both
gets
ways.
interesting.
It can go both ways. I mean, like it's a reason why it's like a 50-50 type of John. I mean, part of me was thinking because the Ravens, they're last in pass defense, and people was like, oh, they're not gonna miss Geno Stone. Yes, they are, bro. Yes, they are, bro. Marlon Humphrey ain't. I don't know if you saw that video, but it was like a Ravens fan that was shouting at Marlon Humphrey. They was like, get off the podcast. He said more
Okay.
in the game. Real rap. He been getting cooked. Marlon Humphrey been getting cooked. So he gotta show up. I feel like I be on he be this season. Like if that secondary ain't on their game, that gonna feast. I'm a little bit concerned about CD Lamb. I know he like was in practice or not. I don't know. I don't know if like
Me. Is
y'all
it me?
I
Yeah,
just
I can hear you.
we good now.
we good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, go
really,
ahead.
like I don't know if CD's gonna be in and out or whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at Derrick Henry. We saw what happened last week. Alvin Kamara, all of them was running crazy against the Cowboys. And we have an interesting storyline because Derrick Henry has a crib in Dallas. Derrick Henry wanted to get a phone call from Jerry Jones. He didn't get a phone call from Jerry Jones. I remember me and you, Kobe, we was talking about how could you not pick up the phone and call Derrick
At
Henry?
least call. At
At
least
least
call.
call him. At least call him. So what I'm looking from Derrick Henry is to have a game to remind the Cowboys the mistake that they made by not at least doing their due diligence. So I think Derrick Henry goes off. I think that running attack from the Ravens, they go off and they run rampant against the Cowboys. And they'll be able to control the clock, all that. Although I do have the Ravens not making the playoffs, I don't have them going 0-3. 0-3 is wild though. And this is a game they really gotta win because you gotta play Burrow, you gotta play Allen. Like this 5 weeks for them is pretty hard. So I got the Ravens, but it's gonna be a tough one though.
30-21 Baltimore. Or 30-20 Baltimore.
What's the biggest key for the Cowboys, Cope?
Defense, bro. All right. This is the thing. What most people fail to realize is it's like it's hard to play from behind. It's very hard to play from behind. And we don't have the type of offense right now where you can play from behind if you're the Dallas Cowboys. First of all, your rushing attack is iffy at best, right? Like iffy at best. So you hope that you get a productive day from CD or not from Zeke. You hope that you get a productive day. Um and then you hope that like that Dak and CD can figure it out. I'm not worried about CD. I think what everybody got to realize is the reports is coming out that he didn't practice or whatever. But what everybody has to realize is that he didn't play he didn't practice the whole offseason with the team. So they still have him on this like week to week like pitch count. So any little minor thing that they see, whether it be an ankle or whatever, like they gonna hold him out on a Wednesday practice. That being said though, like you have to hope that they get their stuff together. So the defense just has to show up. The defense has to show up. We know what that Ravens offense can be. We know when they start hitting on all cylinders, it's ugly for anybody. Cowboys, Eagles, it can hell, it can be the Chiefs. Like it can get ugly for anybody when that Ravens offense start firing. So, you know, we got to play defense, man. Our linebackers have to show up. I'm interested to see how they rotate our linebackers. Demarion Overshawn, Sean. I know we expected him to play a lot more last week. This is the game I'm actually not expecting him to play a lot.
Why?
I don't. Um, he's our speed linebacker. So like we was getting beat on the edge last week, right? We was getting beat on the edge. You thought that he would have played more trying to get to the edge. Um, But if they didn't play him last week because they felt like the Saints was going heavy, you for damn sure don't play him trying to go heavy against the Ravens, right? Like you not playing him thinking he's going and meeting Derrick Henry one on one in the hole. Like I don't know. Um, but he has shown to be productive. So I don't know, dog. I don't have. I just hope as a grown man they not getting blown off the ball 5 yards. Like we was watching film like and they was 5 yards in the end zone. Alvin Kamara like first running rushing touchdown. They was on the 5 yard line. All three of our defensive linemen was in the end zone. Like that's effort, dog.
Yeah.
Like you gotta be like as a grown man at some point, as a 340-pound grown man, at some point you gotta be like, nah, I'm not letting this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. You gotta hope that as a Cowboys fan, you just praying that this week they show up mad. That's all you praying for. Because you know Derrick Henry showing up mad. You
Yeah,
know Derrick Henry
he gonna
showing up.
show up mad.
Yeah,
He gonna show up mad. You know
you
out
know
of
he's showing up
anybody
mad.
there, he's gonna be pumped for that John. He's gonna be
You know
pumped
what
for
I'm
that.
saying? You know he mad. He mad. He got to sleep in a hotel this week. He could be he could be at his house in his house. He mad. He got to go and sleep in a hotel in Dallas. Like you for real? I can't even go home. Nah, this a road trip. Like he showed up to the stadium hot. So
Yeah, I think it's about to get ugly.
I don't.
I'm
I
not
think
even.
it can get ugly.
I think
I
it
think,
gets
but my thing is, I think it can get ugly either way. Like I seen what the Raiders did last week. That's the thing. Like, and if if we can figure it out, if our offense can figure it out and our defense shows up, like it can get ugly either way. You still got to come to AT&T and play Dak Prescott. Like you play Dak Prescott in AT&T in the regular season, we know how that goes for a lot of different people. Obviously, it didn't work out that way last week, but you still got to come to AT&T and play Dak. So
Derek Carr looked good at AT&T.
hey, it
very good.
happens.
Hey,
But
Derek
but
He was
but
very
if,
good.
if,
Hey, Jordan Love, him
if
and Jordan Love look comfortable down there at
hey,
AT&T.
that's reminiscent. It's reminiscent. It's reminiscent. It happens. It
Yeah.
happens, man. It happens. But I really believe it can get ugly either way. It can
I
get ugly either
think
way.
I don't see a scenario where the Ravens get blown out. I definitely see a scenario where the Cowboys could get blown out, but I say it's still close. I could see like 24-21, uh 27-24, something like that. But I mean, when you got injuries or guys limited like Malik Hooker and Trayvon Diggs, uh that just ain't good. I mean, y'all already limited on the secondary with Deron Bland being out. So that's something you got to pay attention to. I think the biggest key for the Cowboys, Brandon Cooks, like he got to feast. He got to feast. Like, it can't just be all CD Lamb. You don't got Jay Ferguson. Like Brandon Cooks, he got to pick up from where he left off against the Browns. And then for the Ravens, I want to see Mark Andrews get some touches. I mean, can we get like a big game from Mark Andrews? I haven't seen that yet. I know Isaiah likely went off, but I need to see Mark Andrews, show why he is a top 7 tight end in this game. Like if I expect something from him. So you
Yeah,
got 30-20.
I got 31-20 Ravens.
I got 31-28 Cowboys. I
I
think both
got
teams have an opportunity to put up a 30 ball, honestly.
I got 31-20 because I honestly think we're going to, like I said, I think it's the same thing. I think we're going to come out and dominate, and I think the Cowboys are going to score late in the game to make the score look closer than like the game actually is. Um, I just don't see a scenario where they run the ball on us great. Like I don't see a scenario where that happens. So I'm just looking at if we got Dak throwing the ball 45-ish times versus our defense, I'm betting on our defense to have a successful day.
I don't like that one. I don't like that prediction. I don't like that one. I think
Why?
if you leave,
When
okay,
No Ferguson, you got CD on
this
limited time, you got
here,
Braden 50-50.
bro. CD's not on limited time. CD's not on limited time. He's rehabbing this week. He will be fine come game day. CD, we went through
I'm
this
not
all
saying he
last year
will
with
be
CD.
fine come game day. I'm just saying CD versus our entire defense. I'm betting on our defense.
Bro,
That
this is
pass
all I'm saying.
defense
Just
ain't
hear
what
me
it
out.
is.
Huh?
I was
What you
saying
say,
that
Miles?
secondary suspect.
Who's that?
Yeah, bro. Like I'm not saying this is listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. I don't think I don't think we need a big day from our running game. I think we just need them to contribute. That's all we need. All we need is for them to contribute. And Brandon Miles, you was right. Brandon Cooks has to show up. Brandon Cooks has to show up. And we need one of the Jalen's to show up for God's sake. Jalen Tolbert or Jalen Brooks. And I'm not putting my money on Brooks, but Jalen Tolbert. I mean, Miles, y'all Eagles fans seeing what Jalen Tolbert can do when he want to show up, right? Like he didn't win us the game in Philly, but he made it a game. He made it a game, right? So we need one of those types of showings from him where it's like, yo, like now obviously Dak got Jalen Tolbert happy in that game, which I think ended up costing us the game a little bit. But we just need a showing from our running game, dog. We need a showing. We need them to show up. And our defense to keep it close enough for Dak to play. Like I hate that our defense gets pummeled and Dak a lot of times gets like this like empty stats number, and it's like, well, he's a quarterback. What is he supposed to do? He don't have no choice but to air the ball out 45 times.
I do think like that gonna have to air that jump 40 times. Cause
He might have to.
I don't see I don't see the Cowboys running backs being effective against that Ravens
That's
defense.
the
I think
thing. Like I
they
don't
gotta be
think
effective through the pass.
I think no. We for sure got to be effective through the pass. I'm not disagreeing. I think when I say we need them to show up and be productive, I just mean, bro, we have to be able to run the ball on 1st and 10. Pick up four. Pick up
Yeah.
four. You
But
know what
that's
I'm
my
saying?
point.
On third and one. On third and
Defense.
one. Pick up a third and one. Like, huh?
I said that's my point. Like at this point in the season, like that's a big day for them. Like y'all haven't your running game
It
hasn't.
wasn't in the first, bro. We only played 2 games, and that wasn't a big day for them in the first game. And that was a regular occurrence in the game against the Browns. It was picking up 3 and 4 carry against the Browns. It was picking up. We didn't pick up against the Ravens, and then obviously you have to go away from the run game. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of contributes. You have to take in all factors. Zeke don't touch the ball till 3 minutes left in the first quarter of the Saints game. I don't know why Zeke isn't starting all of touching the ball. Like Deuce Vaughn had 3 carries before Zeke had one. That's nasty work. Like you can't. You're not. If you're the Cowboys, you're not winning like that. Like Mike
Yeah.
McCarthy has to have a better game plan than Deuce Vaughn gonna carry the rock 3 times before Zeke does. Come on, dog. Like I
Yeah.
don't care. I don't care where you think Zeke might be in his career. Deuce Vaughn is still not better than Zeke Elliott at this point in his career. Like
He
Yeah.
better
No,
not.
he's not. It's gonna be tough. I think my last point on it, if if there can just be something from this like rushing, obviously against the Browns, y'all just cracked over 100. Um, but I think the biggest thing, and you alluded to it, is like if the Cowboys get down early, it might get ugly. It might get ugly. Because all the Ravens will do is just control the clock
It's gonna get
and just keep chopping it, just keep chopping away, chopping away, chopping away. It might get ugly. So if the Cowboys can get 7 on their first drive or get a field goal, get some points on the board, cool. But if they go like that first quarter and it's 0, might be in for a long day. Let me first shout out Jonas Espinol. Might butcher your name. My fault, brother. Happy birthday, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the support for sure. Let's get into
wait, hold on. Did y'all see somebody just commented it said at Carmelo Anthony, Eagles or Saints, who you got this week, Mello?
Mello.
Somebody asked Mello who he got in the Eagles versus Saints game this week on the Ant over Mello video.
They
Not
funny.
gonna lie. I'm glad you just bringing that up. I really think the Saints about to do y'all crazy. Like, I really think it's about to get bad for y'all. Like, I'm not even saying that because you an
Like,
Eagles fan. Like, even if you wasn't an Eagles fan, like, I really think the Saints is just about to do y'all crazy. Like, I think they're really about to go for 40 for the third week straight.
nah, they're not
We
gonna
go, and we gonna be looking like, are the Saints really like averaging 40 a game, 3-0? Like I think they're really about to put up like 40, 45, 45, 44 points.
45 is crazy, yo. 45 is crazy. Like, I'm not. I mean, I've said it before. I said it earlier today. I went on live, and my thing is just like the offense has to play a perfect game. The same thing, really. I feel like against the Falcons, like there was a couple mistakes that the offense made for sure. A couple mistakes. If you want to say they should have kicked the field goal, you know, Saquon's drop, obviously that was big. Um, you
I
know,
got a question.
Devontae Smith had a drop. What's up?
When does AJ come back? I know it ain't this week, but when is he?
It better be on Sunday, boy.
It's not going on Sunday. No,
It
he's
ain't
not
this
coming
week.
back.
It's
I
not
think
this
he's
week.
gonna come back.
They said he missing a couple weeks.
Philly lost.
I
If
don't
he's
know
not,
if he's coming back like next Sunday. He might. I
Hey,
think
he
he
better
might be
come
coming
back,
back
but he
next
better.
Sunday.
Hey,
if,
he
he,
better come
if
back
AJ Brown,
against the Bucks.
if
He better
AJ
come
Brown
back against the
doesn't play,
Bucks.
if AJ Brown's not playing this week, y'all losing.
I mean, like, I feel like even with eight, like, I remember against the Falcons, I said before, I said we don't need AJ to win. I stand by that because we had that John locked up without AJ. Now for the Saints, John, we we would need AJ because the thing is, it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a shootout. So the offense has to play a perfect game. My biggest issue with the offense was that, like, all right, Devontae, he did what he did. But where the hell is Dallas Goedert? Where the hell is Jahan Dotson? I was singing Jahan Dotson praises. I said, yo, he was in a bad situation with the Commanders. He'll have a great quarterback in Jalen Hurts. He'll be in a great organization. He had one reception for 6 yards. That is
Is that his
shameful.
fault though?
That ain't
Is
really
that
his
his
fault.
fault? That ain't his
I
fault.
don't. I'm not saying it's his
I
fault.
can't, and
I think it's.
I'm not gonna keep. I'm not even gonna keep going on Kellen, like, because it's pointless at this point. People not listening anyway. Like they're completely missing the point at
Yeah,
this
they
rate.
don't.
I'm
And yeah,
I want to know.
it's huh? But no, but my thing is like I'm not gonna keep going on Kellen, but like dog, Britton Covey was y'all second lead. He
that
was
was
like y'all
so.
second lead.
You
But like
talking
my
about
thing is
Brandon Covey
my
had
thing is
more receptions than Dallas Goddard and Jahan Dotson combined.
He had
that's what
more
I'm saying. So my
targets.
point in that is though, like it was straight screens too. Like y'all kept running the same play to him. So y'all was obviously scheming to get Brenton Covey the balls. That's why I say like it's not Jahan Dotson's fault that he only had one reception. Like y'all scheming, y'all obviously create schemes to get people the ball who y'all want to get the ball. I don't know why we scheming to get Brenton Covey the ball, but
In the red
that's neither.
zone. In the red
Yeah,
zone. Not like in the middle of the field. When we need points on the board, you give it to Brandon Covey. Like, hey, look, he did more than I thought he could do. But in the red zone, multiple times you sending screens for Brandon Covey. What is we talking about? Now I agree, it's not on Jahan. It might be a mixture of all right, Hurts got to look outside of just Devontae Smith, but it's also like we need a guy like Dallas Goddard who has been the safety net for Jalen Hurts since he's been in this league. You need to get him involved. Like, I just don't get how Grant Calentra, whatever his name is, the second tight end is getting as much touches. I'm like, what is going on, bro? What you about to say, P?
I want to know why you feel like it's gonna be a shootout. Like the Saints defense is is they don't have no flaws over there on defense. They secondary is elite. They front seven's elite.
I
They
mean,
got
like,
stars at every day. It's pressure on that Saints defense. I mean, Dallas ain't just only scored 19 points for a reason. Like
I think
Carolina,
even with AJ being out, we got more playmakers on offense than Dallas.
then, but do y'all have more playmakers on offense than the Saints got on defense?
Like
Because
I guess against
they
anyone, Saquon can go off. Devontae, I'm sorry, Marshawn Lattimore, he was cooking him as a rookie. I mean,
okay, so what about Alontae Taylor? Kool-Aid McKinstry has taken off. You got Chase Young. You got uh Cameron Jordan. Like they got stars on that defense.
look like can they put up 40? No, but they gotta play a perfect
You
game.
and
That's
you and you told us how trash the Falcons defense was, and y'all only gave them 21. Like y'all gotta figure it out.
Like it really might be a 45-14. Get y'all up out of here. I'm not lying to you. Like 45-20 max.
All right, we put up 19. I give y'all 21.
Like they're putting up
I give y'all
40.
21.
Like, the Saints are putting up 40. If y'all relying on on big play Slay who got cooked for the game in a one-on-one.
cool off my OG, yo. Cool off my OG.
And then on the other side, we know your man's them on the other side. We don't even need to bring them up. But like that D
It's
line,
looking
hey,
It's terrible. No, it's
it's looking
terrible.
real. It's looking
it's
real. It's
looking
looking real.
you see
Uh,
how the
uh,
Saints is the push the Saints O line is getting on their run plays.
I'm
Boy,
telling you, it's grown man 5 yards a pop.
y'all better put a
See,
plate of
Nah, they said
chicken
nah.
wings on
Eagles
the
Philly
other
win.
shot,
side.
Philly shot. You tripping, twin?
Hey, y'all better
You
put a plate
tripping?
of chicken wings for Jordan Davis on the other side of that line or something, or it's gonna get dark.
Literally,
That's crazy.
like
It's gonna
That's
get
crazy.
it's
now
gonna
the
get dark.
problem, and like I said something in the off season, and it might have been like a little bit of a stretch, but the whole point of it was to emphasize like if Howie Roseman gets this wrong, the whole season's messed up. What Howie Roseman did, the Eagles GM, he traded away Hassan Reddick, a guy who got 27 sacks over the past 2 seasons, and he
Hassan
got
wasn't gonna play anyway.
but yeah, he probably wouldn't have, but some could argue he might have been more inclined to play. I mean, he from Camden, he right around Philly. He could have been more inclined to play in Philly. He might not have held out, but we don't know that. But regardless, he traded away Hassan Reddick, brought in Bryce Huff. And when I'm really looking at like Bryce Huff, right? Um, he had one good season in the contract year. Like one good season in the contract year. And it was for a Jets team that had an elite defense. Like you wasn't the main guy on that John. Like you was used on third downs. You was a utility guy that was a part-time player. And now he's on the Eagles, paid as if he is the man. And Vic Fangio is still using him as more of a part-time player than a full-time player. He's playing 48% of snaps. Brandon Graham at 36 years old is more effective than him. That's like that is like I can't even like explain like how mad that gets me. Like, and I love Brandon Graham. Like, I don't go to a parade when I'm a junior in high school if Brandon Graham doesn't sack Tom Brady and make him fumble, and we recover that jump. And that was a shootout. And that's only because Brandon Graham stopped the GOAT and we go ahead and win that Super Bowl. But if Brandon Graham at 36 is your most effective defensive lineman, if Thomas Booker coming off the bench is more effective than your $51 million man, that's crazy. So do I think they put a 40? No, but 30 is definitely like base. That's definitely like, and look, it could get ugly, bro. But you look at like, bro, let me just say Bryce Huff's stats in his career.
Them
Came
boys got speed on that
But look at
offense.
this, John. All right. Bryce Huff came into the league 2020,
We can start talking
two
about Bryce.
sacks. 2021, 2 sacks. 2022, 3.5 sacks. And then in the contract year, he got 10 sacks. So Howie Roseman went on a limb. Like, I'm just hoping that this guy is younger and he's younger and he's better than Hassan Reddick. It's like he hasn't shown you consistently to be that guy. Like, he's never been that guy. So you got that Nolan Smith. He's getting decked by running backs. I mean, it's going to be it's a reason. And I know a lot of y'all Eagles fans is like, oh, you a traitor, bro. Like I'm not falling for what happened last year. Last year, I'm on the joke with Kobe. I'm saying, oh, like, we good. Every single week, I was saying we good. The only difference between this year and last year was that we started getting lucky in certain games. Like against the Bills.
I was sitting here telling y'all too. Y'all was like, "Nah, bro, it's good. We playing close games. We getting ready for the postseason." That was the craziest thing I had ever heard. That boy said, "We getting ready for the postseason. It's good. We in close games." I said, "Bro, y'all playing close games against the bottom teams in the league, bro."
That was so bad. Like, and it was different games, whether it was like we faced the Bills. The Bills could have beat us, and then Josh Allen Smith flat out misses Gabe Davis in the end zone. We could have lost that, John. We ended up winning that, John, in overtime.
Like him.
It was we had all these leads
That's
that we
just
was
like him.
like it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. What?
That sound like Josh Allen, man.
That sound like
that sound like Josh.
Doing some mid stuff. That sound like Josh Allen.
I
No,
knew
he was
P was
mid
gonna
that
have something
game.
to say.
He was mid that game.
He was mid that game. Is crazy.
Yeah, I just really think. I mean, whether it's Hassan Riddick or Bryce Huff, I don't really think that's like the determining factor in y'all defense. I think it's a piece of it, but I think like y'all secondary is a problem and has been a problem for a long time now. And
I don't think it's a secondary, bro. Like,
but you gotta think though, like these, like y'all front seven's not terrible.
No, it's not. It's ass.
It's not, but it's not terrible. There's a lot worse front sevens in the NFL than the Philadelphia Eagles. Like there's a lot.
We can't get to the quarterback.
I think he's saying no. I think he's saying off name value. Like by
Yeah,
name,
like,
there are way worse. Like
there
are way worse front sevens.
There are way off.
When you look at it on paper, y'all shouldn't be this bad.
Yeah,
y'all
like
I agree with that. That's why they was my Super Bowl pick because I thought they would be better than this. Yeah.
But y'all, I don't. It's something about watching y'all secondary, bro. Because y'all secondary get cooked in man settings. Like I'm talking about Kirk. There's a lot of time, like outside of the last drive, on a lot of the Falcons' possessions, Kirk Cousins was having to move in that pocket and shade off y'all D line a lot, and then he was still dotting the mess out of y'all secondary. Like y'all D-line.
Not to mention, Kirk actually missed a good 3 touchdowns on the night. Like I think that's where P coming from when he say like the Saints finna 40 ball y'all. Because it's like Kirk actually should have had a good 35. He should have had a good 35.
But that's what I was saying the game. That's why I was like, this defense is ass, bro. Like Kirk, if we're talking about
if Kirk Cousins looks downfield a couple more times, like he was looking under a lot.
Like Bijan, he had a good day. Like he didn't have like a crazy Bijan day, but he had like a good day as the game like progressed. But like Kirk Cousins was having to move around in that pocket a lot more than he might have been comfortable with, and he was still dotting y'all. So it wasn't like y'all D line wasn't causing him to get up more in the pocket or move around a little bit. Like, hey,
bro, literally on that last drive, nobody. Like we're ranked one of the last in sack rate, ranked one of the last in pressure rate. We can't get to the quarterback. Like
that's different. That's different because y'all sitting back. Yeah, y'all sitting back. Y'all sitting in pregame.
Y'all was playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
Yeah,
that's what y'all was doing.
Like, that's what I don't get. Like I know some people was like a
lot of teams would have did that though. That's an NFL strategy. Like if I'm up 3 with a minute left, like please just don't give up a big play. And
like,
you end up like
how many teams like that truly happens to? Like I mean, it happened to us the day before. Like, it's so many teams. Like it happened to the Chiefs did it to the Bengals. Like there's so many teams that just happens to because they get to playing in not to lose mode instead of just playing the win mode. But yeah, I think that them Saints is about to and y'all
All
going
right.
to New Orleans, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good. This is a
oh
Lord. Oh,
yeah.
it's
Well,
about to be a party
yeah.
down here.
Only thing is like, all right, in
Jalen
the
Carter gonna be
event,
on Bourbon Street again.
in the event that the Saints blow out the Eagles, they put up 40, like you saying. This is a good segue into Nick Sirianni being on the hot seat. Do you believe his job on the line right now, and it could get worse after this Saints game?
No, I don't. I don't think his job's on the line. I just don't. I don't think his job's on the line.
You ain't see Bill Belichick dap up our owner?
Bro,
Bro,
come on, bro. Like,
come on, bro. Come
Bill
on, bro.
Belichick is
Y'all
done.
not going. Yeah, Bill Belichick not. If he not done coaching, he ain't coming to Philly.
Like,
He ain't
He
coming to
want to
Philly.
come to Philly. It's a matter of, do we take him? He want to coach again.
Bill Belichick is done coaching football in the NFL. Like, stop. Secondly, Nick Sirianni is not on the hot seat. I don't think. I just don't feel like he's on the hot seat yet. I don't feel like it's. I know you Eagles fans are ready to get rid of everything cooking, offense, defense, personnel, GMs. Y'all ready to fire everybody, bring in a whole new carousel except for Saquon and Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. Everybody else at that point pretty much can go. We can feel everything. Like, y'all got to relax. I don't think Nick Sirianni has done a terrible job as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, he's put y'all in positions to be in the playoffs, to have a chance to win Super Bowls. He's had y'all as a contender. Like, y'all haven't had bad seasons under Nick Sirianni. Like, y'all haven't had
You want me?
if y'all was having Dallas Cowboys season, like last year was his first, like, y'all really like feel me? Y'all pooped the bed last year. Like, that was y'all first, like, what happened to the Philadelphia Eagles.
So
I'm. Hold on, Miles. I got you. You can go after me because you probably gonna have a lot more talking points. Let me just get mine off. Uh, Jalen Hurts. We getting the reports out that they trying to fix it. It's not fixed. It's not fixed. I watched this like little weird ass pat on the head that Nick Sirianni gave Jalen Hurts in the game last week at a timeout, and I was like, that was ugly. Like, that was ugly. They not cool still.
no, they
They
not.
still not cool. They
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 not.
not cool. Like in ESPN, Philly Inquirer, they did a lot of. It was a lot of like trying to resolve it through the media. It didn't work. It didn't work. You watching it on the sidelines, it's not working. So there's one. Two is the Eagles have had a meltdown for the century that they had this past season. That doesn't work for Howie Roseman. That doesn't work for Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman spends too much money year in and year out for him to feel like they should have meltdowns like that. I would submit to you that I think Howie Roseman would much rather they have a good season and lose in the playoffs. Because if you're going to lose in the playoffs, losing in the playoffs, whether it's the Cowboys or the Eagles, it doesn't matter how you lose in the playoffs. You lost in the playoffs. I think Howie Roseman was utterly embarrassed last season by the meltdown that was the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he would have much rather had a 12-win season like the Cowboys do, and then losing the playoffs. Pete, I don't know what you was talking about right there when you mentioned the Cowboys. That didn't make no sense to me. Um, and then on top of that, like all in all, I don't think the Eagles fan base and quite frankly the players, I don't know if any of them think that Nick Sirianni is actually a good coach. Miles said it the other day. He's there to piss people off. He's there to piss people off. And it works when you winning. When you winning, it's all good. When you winning, it's fun. When you winning, it's like, oh yeah, it's nice to have that guy on the sidelines who the whole league hates. But when you losing, it's like, bro, I hate you too. As a matter of fact, all your antics suck now. Like all your antics stink. like all your antics now have rubbed off on your quarterback, on your franchise quarterback, and he doesn't like you. So I think all things taken into account and considered, Nick Sirianni, I don't. And the last point in all of it is the Eagles fire people anyway. The Eagles is good to fire a coach. The Eagles don't care to keep a coach around. they're gonna fire a coach. It's something about the Eagles. They don't care if you make the playoffs. They don't care if you make the Super Bowl. If you're not winning, your ass is grass. You gone. And even if you do win, your answer still might be grass. You still might be gone. Like it's Super Bowl or nothing over there, bro. I don't. It's real cutthroat in Philly, dog. It's real cutthroat in Philly. You might not even know you on the hot seat when you getting ready to get let go of in Philly. So, I mean, we've seen them let go of plenty of coaches in the past. They will continue to do it. If Howie Roseman don't like the way it's getting done, Howie Roseman will let you go. So I don't know if Nick Sirianni's on the hot seat or not, but as watchers of the NFL, we should never be surprised when Philly lets go of a coach because that's what they do.
Yeah,
Miles,
that's
you
what
got
they
it.
do. That's what they do. I mean, like, I never felt like Doug Pearson should have been fired, but here's the difference, right? After that 2020 season, the Eagles owner and Howie Roseman came to Doug Pearson and was basically like, we're going to choose your coordinators for you. He was like, hell no, you're not. I got Super Bowl. I got Super Bowl. What you mean you're going to choose my coordinators? And then the owner let him go because he was like, oh, conflict. Oh, two different ways of direction.
Conflict of interest. Conflict of
And it was really
interest.
like they was trying to control him. Doug wasn't going for it because he was like, I done brought y'all first chip ever. Let me hire my own guys. And then bro done, went on to Jacksonville. With Nick Sirianni this past offseason, if you think it was his decision to get Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore, you're fried. That was Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie backed him. That was his picks. He did not pick any of those guys. So first off, like Nick hasn't even picked his own staff. He lost that right once that whole Sean Desai thing and Brian Johnson thing last year when that fell out. So now it's like he's a figurehead CEO coach who doesn't call plays on defense, doesn't call plays on offense. And then you're hearing rumblings about this team not being together. Jalen Carter, he's late to team meetings. Now he got to sit out for the first drive of the game. Now, the reason why I'm still pissed that even came out, because we know as journalists, you only get information from the team or a staff member. And I'm not blaming the Philadelphia Inquirer. They doing their jobs. They putting food on the table. But it's like you got stuff leaking out. So he hasn't called plays on defense or offense. And as a leader, the quarterback don't mess with Cuz. So what the hell does this guy do? And after the game, bro, after the game against the Falcons, the guy doesn't talk to the team. I want to ask you, P, like, as a coach, you have a heartbreaking loss. Are you going to talk to the team, or are you going to say, you know what, y'all got it? Second game of the season. Come on, like, you're going to talk to the team, bro. You're going to talk to the team.
I mean, I would say something to the team, but I've been around coaches that also haven't said anything to the team. Especially in situations where how y'all lost when I mean as a head coach in that game versus the Falcons, just speaking. I mean, he put y'all in a situation to get the win when y'all wasn't playing great. Like he put y'all in a situation to win when y'all wasn't playing great. He trusted his guys in that game to go for it on fourth downs and to and finish drives off instead of just settling for field. Like he gave his guys the opportunities to finish the game or close the game out, and it didn't happen. So him not talking to the team, why he did it or why he didn't, I don't know. But like, I've been around coaches that have done it, and haven't done it, and saved their thoughts for the next day because what they might have said that night after the game probably wasn't gonna be too good for, as you say, the team chemistry in the locker room, especially if it's already shaky.
I think
Um,
Miles' point is it's already thrown. So when you come in and you don't
I don't
talk, like,
understand why though.
bro, they don't like him. They don't like him, and he doesn't do nothing. Like, They don't like him, and he don't do nothing. Well, I don't know what more you need from
Like
us.
I'll
Like
break
I
this
don't.
down
I
like
mean, I the reason why I say I don't understand why is like
because
in
he
his
won.
second in his second
I think
year,
it's. I'm telling you. I think antics. I think antics wise, like all of that looks great when you winning. When you winning, and
but
when you winning,
he hasn't been losing though. That's my thing. Like he hasn't been losing.
I think the problem
Lately,
is when yeah,
2-7.
yeah,
Huh?
you.
In his
Go ahead.
last 9 games, he 2-7, dating back to last season. And I
But,
was
but
like
he
when
has.
Nick Wright and all those guys was like, "Hey, y'all still got that funk from last year." I was like, "You hating?" And I'm just like, the way we lost, I'm like, bro, duh.
But this was not a conversation after week one. Like nobody was talking about this after week one. Like this, after week one, you was yeah, feel me? Eagles, we gonna be. Everybody was hype. Everybody was giddy, ready to go. This was not a conversation after week one. He hasn't been a losing head coach as the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. He's done nothing but have winning seasons. He
This
took
is
y'all.
a conversation within Philly, like the Philly circle, though. That's the point. Like, just because it's not a conversation like nationally in the Philly circle, I'm telling you, this is like, and I only notice because I've been with Miles this long. I've heard Miles complain over and over and over again. Even when they was winning, Miles had complaints. Like,
Philly fans complain about everything.
hey, listen, I'm just
Like,
telling
y'all
you,
complain when
they
y'all
don't like
winning.
this dude, bro. They don't like this dude. They don't like this
Y'all
dude. They
complain
don't.
when y'all winning. I've never seen a fan base
That's
that
the
is
point.
mad when they winning.
That's
Like
the point.
y'all wonder,
We
y'all
liked
wonder
him.
Super Bowl
We
and complained.
2022, we liked him. It was in 2022 Super Bowl, we liked him. Even I would say, like when he talked trash, to, like the Chiefs fans, we was still like, all right, like a little bit, like all right, like we. I don't know if you should talk trash to Patrick Mahomes and them, but like, all right, like cool, rock out. We like 10-1 or 9-1 at that time. But like what Kobe said, like that be cool until you start losing. Till you start losing, oh no, like, and I think, bro, if the game pans out the way that you predicting it to be, a 40 bowl, oh my god, like
I
the
ain't gonna lie though,
city,
that's not just on him. Y'all GM gotta put some pieces in play.
I
Y'all
agree with that. I agree
hate
with that.
like he going out. I'm keeping it a buck. He's going out there with a subpar defense, a subpar defense,
On
and
face value, though, that's not a
yeah, that's what I'm
subpar
saying.
defense.
On face value, it looks nice, but them boys still gotta play football. I think face value, the front seven of Philadelphia is amazing. I think the
I
problem
just
is their
can't get with the.
secondary is bad. I mean, you have wide receivers saying it in podcasts all summer. Yeah, they got big play Slay, but outside of that, it's cooking with grease over there. As long as we ain't getting boxed by two, we gonna have success when we play Philly because they're not afraid of anybody else in the nickel, the other side corner, or up top free or strong. Said nobody's afraid of anybody in Philly outside of two.
Miles, let me ask you this: does Howie Roseman spend empty money? Like, do y'all feel like Howie Roseman spends empty money? Because Howie Roseman spends a lot of money. He makes a lot of moves, and y'all be happy all off season. So I'm asking, like, does Howie Roseman spend empty money? Like,
Nah, he just like
As he do.
he be trying to get over on defense. Like he good with the offense, but like once it comes to defense, he be trying to get over. And I don't think he has any pulse on defense. Like you know how like the Steelers are great at drafting players on defense. Like that's their thing. And I'll shout out Colin Cowherd for this. The Steelers are the opposite of the Eagles. Like they're great on defense, but offense they trash. The Eagles they're great on offense. You done drafted Jalen Hurts. You done drafted Devontae Smith. You done traded for AJ Brown. You drafted that offensive line. Y'all great offensively, but defensively, Jordan Davis first round pick. Where is he at? Nolan Smith first round pick. Where is he at? Jalen Carter. Now I know
so
Jalen
drafting
Carter, he the
UGA is a
goods.
problem.
He the goods though. He the goods. It's just
I know, like y'all can't
sometimes
take away
sometimes
from
he just
having
don't
a
be
whole college defense and think that's about to just
But I think the way he be getting late, bro.
That's the
How
case.
he be getting
Might as well
lazy though?
go.
Like,
I'm
could
just
be like
saying.
Georgia. Okay,
If,
boom. He's good, Georgia.
I'm
He
just
be
saying.
getting
If you're
lazy,
going
bro.
to
He don't
draft
know
the whole
defense.
Georgia defense, bro, just go call Kirby Smart, bro. Let's go call him and make him the DC. If that's what y'all want to do, if you're gonna draft Ringo, N'Kobe Dean, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carr, if you're gonna draft a whole defense, bro, just call Kirby Smart and offer him something that he can't turn down, bro.
He's just lazy on defense, bro. Like they just like, all right, like Georgia
Like,
got good defense in the
yeah.
in the SEC. Just get all the guys that's they playmakers. Like he don't look at nobody else, and you be lazy. So I just feel like he be trying to get over sometimes. Uh, but again, it just comes down to like that Bryce Huff edition. I feel like that's a huge John and Nolan Smith. Like if they don't perform
He's
and
upset
clear,
about that Bryce Huff
Why
thing,
we
man.
keep talking about the
bro,
He's upset
51
about that
mil,
Bryce Huff
51
thing.
mil, 0 sacks, 0 QB hits, and you're talking about Thomas Booker, who was a reserve, got was more effective. Milton Williams getting a sack before you. Like, where's we? That's a guy like, yeah. Come on, you gotta lock in. Let's get to NBA. I saw this top 100 player ranking
Who did
from CB,
CBS?
yeah, from CBS, and I'll pull it up real quick. They have 1 second. They had Ja Morant ranked below Jalen Brunson.
It's recency bias, bro.
And I just feel like that's the craziest thing ever. I just want to get the let's get this. I just want to get the actual ranking real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. So they have Ja Morant. Ja Morant ranked as the 16th player in the NBA. And Jalen Brunson ranked the 13th best player in the NBA. Pass it off to Kobe. What is your thoughts on Ja Morant being ranked 16 and Jalen Brunson being ranked 13?
You know how I feel about Ja personally. They tried to kill me for it like 2 years ago, but it was 2 years ago. That was that's the problem, right? Ja has to play. Like I get it when he had his little 10 game stretch. You know what I mean, it looked great, but he has to play. So I really don't have. I honestly, if I'm being totally honest with you, you're not gonna like this one. If I'm being totally honest with you, 16 might be generous right now too.
Oh my
And
gosh.
not because and not no, and not because not talent wise or not because he doesn't deserve to be, you know what I'm saying, in that like top 15, but he has to play. There are players like where did they have Kawhi at? They had Kawhi pretty low too. It's just one of those things, bro. Like if you're not on the court, if you're not on the court, like, but you didn't argue the Kawhi one. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there like I think they had Kawhi
Well, he
outside the
young.
top
Well,
10,
he older. I do
but
think 16 is kind of crazy. I mean, they have Kawhi at 18. That is kind of crazy.
that's my point. That's my point. But you didn't say nothing about Kawhi. Like it's like it's because Kawhi like he's not really playing. Like you kind of just feel how you feel about him. Like you cool. You like I know Kawhi good, but he not playing. So you know what I'm saying. So the same way you ain't say nothing about Kawhi is the same way I feel about John Morant. Like should he be higher than 16? Sure, based off talent, based off like like, and you feel like I'm sure you probably looking at it like it's off-season rankings. He should be higher, whatever. But like John Morant has to play, and then he'll slide back up, and he should remind everybody of how good he is. But if he don't play, he don't play. And then you really hoping that he comes back the same guy that he was for oh so long, or not oh so long, but like you know what I'm saying. You really hoping that he comes back the same guy that he once was. He hasn't played though. Been a long time since we've seen John Morant. Like what year was that? He was battling the Lakers. Like
It was only 2 years ago.
it was only 2 years ago, but it feels like so long ago. That's my point. He has to play.
That was 2022. Um,
See,
I'm not mad at it. I mean, when you look at them like as a comparison to one another, Jalen Brunson is his numbers line up just as well with Ja. Like the numbers aren't far apart. You know, he's had the same success in the playoffs as Ja Morant. I mean, and right now Jalen Brunson is playing better basketball right now than Ja Morant because he's actually playing basketball. Um, uh,
One has
I,
become the king of NY, the others not
like
playing. Like I don't.
I give the slight to Brunson right now because like he took the New York Knicks of a franchise and has actually made them relevant again in basketball, and it's been a while. Like it's been a while since we're kind of like expecting the Knicks to be one of them teams. Like it's been a minute. Now credit to Ja, like in Memphis, he has made the Memphis Grizzlies relevant even when he's not playing. So that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's a plus. But I mean, I think it's 13 and 16, that's not a drastic enough thing for me to be like, whoa, this is crazy. Like that's neck and neck. And it's 13 and 16 because again, like we haven't seen Ja play consistently in over a year. So I think it's more of a recency bias thing than like a talent, but just player to player, I don't think they're that far apart as of right now in their career. I don't think they're that far apart because technically Jalen Brunson has accomplished more than Ja has as a player when it comes to numbers. And Ja has, I only think he has one more All Star than Jalen Brunson. But Jalen Brunson has had more playoff runs. He's had better numbers in the playoffs. He's better. He's more efficient than Ja. So like, I don't know. I'm not really too drastic about it.
I see what y'all saying. Like, all right, yeah, giant play is not necessarily a talent thing, but I'm getting tired of folks forgetting who the F John Morant is. And it's not necessarily saying it's y'all, but I just feel like in general, it's like because somebody hasn't played, people will just like forget what they did. It's just like the Memphis Grizzlies is about to be a real contender in the West. They got a young bull in GG Jackson. They got Desmond Bain. They got Jaren Jackson, defensive player of the year candidate. Why are you shaking your head?
Gigi's not. No, I'm not. I'm not. So I'm not gonna hold you.
He
Like
was
I
going toe to toe with Bron.
know he wasn't, bro. Like LeBron James was bored. And he still gave him LeBron James was bored and he still gave him 25, 8, and 8. Like he was bored, but he was
He
playing
was one of
For
them rookies.
funsies.
like, come on,
For
GG's
funsies.
like, nah,
So
come
so so G don't so GG doesn't hold any role on the Grizzlies next year.
on.
Nah, he knows a role.
He gonna hold a role playing role, but he's not about to be their third star. Like Zach Edey is gonna have more of a role than GG Jackson.
14 points a game at 19 years old. I think it was like 18.
For how many games?
48.
With no superstars on the floor. So when Ja comes back, Buddy's going down to 6 a game, maybe.
Bro, he gonna get 10.
That ain't how it work, folks. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
He gonna be a player, bro,
Have to
on that
realize
team.
how much usage Ja Morant holds when he's on the basketball floor. And Desmond Bain are actually on the basketball floor together. They are not passing the ball to GG Jackson to make plays when those two guys are on the floor. If Zach Edey's on the basketball, like if they're God, if Jaren Jackson's on the floor, if it's Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, G.C. Jackson, and Zach Edey, he is the last option to score the pill. He becomes Mr. Catch and Shoot in the corner.
Corner me.
Like, he's not getting no
Like they
pills,
waving
bro.
him. They
He
waving
was
him.
out there. He was out there averaging 14 a game, taking bad shots, thinking this is still South Carolina. This is not bro. Get in the corner and go guard somebody respectfully, my boy. Because that's all you here for now.
Well, he injured, so I'll chill off, cause he injured.
Violent, bro.
He chilling, so he
But no,
gonna be winning.
I don't think nobody's forgotten what Ja Morant is. Like, everybody understands what Ja Morant is and what he does. But at the same time, just because we understand that don't mean we haven't seen what Jalen Brunson has shown to be as a lead star.
I
He's shown
don't feel
to be
like
as a lead star.
That
I
bro
can
bet
carry
on
the ship.
himself. Bro bet on
I
himself
just feel
and
like
really
you watch Jalen Brunson play, you watch Ja Morant play. How could you ever utter the words Jalen Brunson over Ja Morant? Like, just watch these guys
What
play.
you mean? What
at
you
Like,
mean?
barely 6 foot. At barely 6 foot, that boy is out there nasty.
Cuz
Cooking,
is 6'1",
cooking,
carrying the ship.
cooking, cooking. And gets to the rack too.
30.
Really at the Baja, like
He's
come on, bro.
averaging 30. He has the second best footwork in the NBA, averaging 30 and carrying the ship in New York. In New York, out of all places. I could see if bro was doing this in San Antonio. He carrying the ship.
put Ja Morant a big market. He gonna be looked at way more than like a Jalen Brunson.
It don't work.
Imagine if Ja doing all them dunks in New York.
Ja Morant can't stay clean in Memphis. You gonna put him in New York?
Nah, they're not gonna nah.
Because
turn into ghost.
Ja might touch the
He gonna
Za. He
turn
not
into
going.
ghost.
No,
I
he
ain't gonna
might touch
say
the
that.
Za.
I
He
ain't gonna
not
say what I
going.
was about to say on live, bro. Cuz I mess around, boy. He gonna look like Ghost and Kanan. We better, bro. Stop. Jalen Brunson, one of them ones, bro. Like he left Luka and said, "I'm gonna bet on myself and show y'all I can do this." When you have a franchise double down on yourself and say, "You know what? I'm gonna go get your guys for you." Since you done proved that we made the right decision in making you our guy.
And we'll bring him his best friends.
That's a
Real
lot.
told him like you can hoop with your best friends. Like we cool with
They
it.
went and got all of his best friends for him.
Like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Let's stop, bro.
I mean, I've
Like
seen
John
like his
not playing.
impact.
John not playing. In the time that John's not playing, like we didn't see Jalen Brunson rise to the king of New York. Like they love that
I
dude
agree
out
with
there, dog.
that.
Like,
Yeah, I agree.
like
I mean,
that's
I'm not.
just
It's not more like. It's more just like just Ja's talent. It's like once he get back, what people thought Ant was like, Ja was Ant before people like the hype around Ant. Ja had the rock, like Ja had the ball before the stuff. He just been messing. He gotta stay clean. That's all it is. It's another guy. He was a former Sixer.
Hey, wait, hold on. Before we get to Ben, can I ask y'all a question? Because I feel like you're gonna have a crazy perspective on this. So I want to just slide this in the show real quick. You feel me? Improv. Is Tyrese Halliburton a top 5 point guard in the NBA? And I really want y'all to answer anything like, because this was a conversation that I was a part of in the recent days with a few high level basketball people. So I just want to hear my fellow co-host here perspective.
All right, like, can I include like Luka and Shai or no?
They're point guards. Is Tyrese Halliburton a top 5 point guard in the NBA?
All right, bet.
Cole?
I'm trying to just like make sure.
okay. I wish you to bring us this earlier, but
It just as we started talking about Ja, and it popped in my head. I want to, you feel me? I want to see what y'all think on this.
Luka over him, Shai over him.
two. After we
Damian
get
Lillard
to
over him. That's 3.
that's crazy. You ain't even said Steph yet.
Oh, Steph. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Steph. Uh
We just talked about Jalen Brunson, dog. Like,
Jalen
come
Brunson.
on.
Is he better than Tyrese Halliburton though? Because
Who, Jalen
Tyrese,
Brunson?
Jalen Brunson?
I'm asking because Tyrese Halliburton did just send Buddy home.
No.
He did. Hey,
Dog. That
Hell
was
no.
a
listen,
that was a beat team.
listen.
That's
I'm
a
just
beat team.
saying. I'm just saying, mano y mano, Tyrese Halliburton didn't back down and he won the battle. He won the war. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Hey, I'm just saying, y'all want to sit here and say Jalen Brunson, he just sent folks home. That's all I'm saying. I just
Let me
want
write
y'all to
this
take
down
that
real
into
quick.
account. He sent Buddy to the crib. That's all I'm saying. Hey, don't act like we forgot that the Pacers just went in the Eastern Conference Finals when Jalen Brunson could have been there. That's all I'm saying.
It's
Just
a
take
beat up team, though. It's a beat up team. That's a beat up New York team. You think if that
everybody.
team, you think it. I know everybody. I know everybody healthy, but I'm
Everybody was
saying
hurt.
like,
I'm not doing that. Everybody was hurt. Everybody had their injuries.
Nah.
Everybody was hurt,
Hell
bro.
no. Hell no. He not
Everybody
doing
was
what
hurt.
Brunson
We're
doing.
not doing that. We
Because
can't.
he
We got
also because Tyrese also has some struggles in the playoffs. I mean, he
we
has
got
he
the
has some
job.
games like like
The
like
job.
Tyrese has some games where it was like he was just a no show. Brunson, he couldn't do that. Like or else the Knicks would have been blown out.
But that's
Like it
my
was
thing, though. Was it he's not a no show, or was it because he took so many shots, or he just always had the ball that it just looked like he wasn't having a bad night? Because Jalen Brunson was not efficient every night that they was playing him. He was just taking so many shots that at some point it's gonna balance out.
about that, dog.
he was damn. I mean, look,
That's
all I
all.
know, if I'm the Sixers and I'm facing Jalen Brunson or Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson put way more fear in my heart every time.
Who did the Sixers lose to?
The Knicks.
Oh,
Brunson was putting up 40 balls on us every.
yeah. So let's lead him out of it. But
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm really.
is he a top 5?
No.
Just asking.
Yeah, Lucas, Shy, Steph, Dame, and then somebody else I'm missing.
I mean, there's a
I'm
lot of
still
names.
on Jalen
A lot of
Brunson.
names
You
you could
missing?
put there.
Oh, Jalen Brunson. I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. I agree. I also said no because I mean, there's a lot of names you could put after those 4. I mean, you got you got Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
you got De'Aaron Fox, you got a lot of
Yeah.
guys that like. And then another name that I brought up that was my follow up question is no. I didn't bring him up. I didn't bring him up. I think at this point
Not
right now,
yet.
I think
Nah. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton is a better point guard than Tyrese Maxey right now. But the other name that I brought up, which was in the conversation, it kind of got everybody like really like heated.
Down to Cavs.
Who do you guys think is a better point guard, a better player, LaMelo Ball or Tyrese Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton.
You think
We gotta see. We gotta see Lamelo
Tyrese
put up
Halliburton is
stats
better
towards
than
wins.
LaMelo? Now I say you say Tyrese Halliburton. I'm saying though, like LaMelo is in Charlotte with a lot of, and he's still putting up just as
LaMelo
good.
just got to stay healthy, though.
I don't even think it's the health.
It's
I
not in
think it's the
there. I don't think he
situation.
played winning basketball, bro.
No, Charlotte is not winning basketball.
Yeah, that's just not a winning
Charlotte is not
organization. That's just
winning
not winning
basketball.
overall. Like
Melo's
you're
been a
not
winner
winning
his
there.
whole life. Charlotte is not a winning organization, period. No one's won in Charlotte. Kimba couldn't even win in Charlotte. And he's the greatest Charlotte Hornet ever to some standards. But player to player, who do you think is better, LaMelo Ball or Tyrese Halliburton?
Tyrese Halliburton.
I wish you could see LaMelo in a different situation.
I think
Because like
LaMelo.
you said, Melo's been winning his whole life, dog. You put Melo in a different situation, dog. Like he probably just looks so much different. And you don't get to, and you like, I get why you saying Tyrese, but you don't watch Melo on a nightly basis. Why? Because he's in Charlotte, so they're not on TV. So you don't watch them. You
Yeah,
watch a lot of
But he
Tyrese
don't
Halliburton.
win though.
the Hornets.
I get it's Charlotte, but like at the end of the day, like you gotta play the cards you was dealt. Like Michael Jordan was drafted to the Bulls. They was a poverty franchise. He turned them around. Like some players, you can turn them around. I ain't comparing him to Jordan, but I'm saying
No, no,
like
no.
you
I'm just
can't
saying,
just say
like,
like, oh, it's the organization. Like, yeah,
Jordan
Charlotte
Yeah,
ain't
but I'm
bad.
just saying, like
Jordan ain't
when
turned
you
him
get,
around by himself though.
yeah,
Like
that's a
Jordan didn't
pop.
start turning that around till Scottie Pippen showed up, till Horace Grant showed up. Then they started turning it around. Like Jordan was going to the playoffs and losing.
At least he was going to the playoffs. At least
LaMelo's
LaMelo
been
not
to
going to the
the
playoffs.
playoffs and they lost. They were the eighth seed in the playoffs before all this play-in stuff started, and they lost.
But he
They've
got
been
to
in
the
the play.
playoffs.
They've been in the play-in and they've lost.
But they got to the playoffs though. Like it was
The
much
Hornets have been to the
improvement.
playoffs and they lost. What do you mean?
Not with LaMelo. They
Yes,
went
they
nowhere.
have. Yes, they have. They literally were in the playoffs and they lost. He's taken the Hornets to the playoffs.
He did.
Yes. And they
True.
lost. Like, and you talking about a guy that he don't have a
You talking
co-star.
about the play-in?
Bro, they have literally been in the playoffs and lost, Miles. Yes, he took
Who
the
they
Charlotte
face
to
against?
the playoffs and they lost, bro. And he has no co-star.
What are we talking? They haven't. They haven't even. They were not in the playoffs. The last time they was in the playoffs was 2015, 2016. They was never in the playoffs, bro.
Well, then it
Yeah, I
must have
knew I
been
wasn't tripping. I knew I
Want to
wasn't
play
tripping.
in?
well, it must have been the play-in then.
Want to
But
play
now
in? I
that's
was about to say
considered
it was something.
not a
He
now
was in
that's
contention at
considered
the
the
end of the season.
playoffs.
Was it the year they went? They went 39 and 36 in 2021, 2022.
Yeah, it was the play-in then. My fault. But that's the playoffs now. But I'm just saying, like, and he doesn't have a co-star.
He got Brandon Miller. That's a guy.
Brandon Miller is not a co-star, bro.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That is a stud right there.
He just got there. He just showed up, and they haven't even played together.
Yeah, Miles Bridges. That's somebody.
Or Miles Bridges is not a co-star. Is Miles Bridges better than anybody that's on the Indiana Pacers right now in their starting five? The answer is no.
Is Miles Bridges better than anybody on the Pacers?
In their starting five, the answer is no. He ain't better than Hallie. He's not better than Hallie. He's not better than Siakam. He's not better than Miles Turner. He's not better than any of the co-stars on the Indiana Pacers.
You wouldn't take him. Never mind.
Naismith?
I was about to say you wouldn't take him over Aaron Naismith. I might.
I wouldn't.
I might.
I'm not
I
taking
might.
Aaron Naismith. Not after what I just
Why? Because you
watched.
can't trust him to stay. Because you can't trust him to stay on the court, or because you
No,
really
not
wouldn't
after
take
what
him.
I just watched Aaron Naismith do this past season.
Okay.
Aaron Naismith got shipped out of Boston because they felt he didn't fit what they was building. And he went somewhere where basically they sent him to say, hey, bro, go over there, do what you do, make what you make of your career. And he met them in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he performed night in and night out.
Okay.
No. Come on, bro. LaMelo Ball don't have no co-star down there. The guys that he
still
playing
gotta
with,
lace him up and get that team. Like they not in contention for nothing. Like
It's a lot of turmoil and a lot of like. That's just way more than Melo though. I think is the point.
oh, I'm saying,
Like
like,
we talking about Melo as a player. Would you take Melo as a player?
no,
player
It's
to
a
player,
conversation.
hell no.
Tyrese Halliburton?
Hell no. Mm-mm.
That's crazy. And he don't even like Tyrese Halliburton. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even like Tyrese for real, but nah.
Is Drew Holiday better than Tyrese Halliburton?
For sure. Give me Drew.
Every
Give
day
me
of the week.
Drew.
Every day of the week.
Give
I
me
don't know
Drew.
what confusion is.
Give me
And
Drew.
It's
I'm
different
kind
though. It's different though. It's kind of
different.
like it's because like Drew was never asked. Well, he was asked in Philly. Like he was asked in
I was
Philly.
about to say, boy, he was
Hold up,
asking
hold
your
up,
shit.
hold up. He was asked in Philly, but he never got as far as Tyrese has, like as the guy. Like he never did. He was an eighth seed, and the one win they got was when D Rose messed his leg up. Like that was the one day they won win, and he wasn't doing nothing. That's why they traded him. That was a bad move to trade him, but
Miles,
we
player
saw like as much
to
what Drew
player,
could do as the guy. It was the eighth seed.
player to player, who's better, bro? If you had to draft one today, player to player, who's better, bro?
Player to player, I'm drafting Tyrese Halliburton
Why?
because we know what Drew Holiday is like.
He's a winner on
He's a
both ends.
winner as a
He's a winner.
complimentary piece on a championship team versus like Tyrese Halliburton.
You think Tyrese Halliburton is carrying you to a chip?
He's
More
helped
so,
carry two teams to a chip.
he ain't care. He didn't care.
He was a
It was
great. He
just,
was a
it
great
was a
part
man
of
we're
it.
just talking about. He had a chance at winning Finals
Contributed. No,
MVP.
he contributed. No, he contributed, but like for instance, like on the Bucks, like he was their third star.
So
He
he
was
was
their
a part
third
of
star.
he was a part of a big three.
He was their third star. He was part of their big three. He was their third star.
And what was he in Boston? Because you was one of the main guys. I mean, Drew Holiday could mess around and win Finals MVP. If it weren't for Drew Holiday, Boston Celtics you'll be
He's a
down.
great.
Be down 2-1.
It's a little bit different when like Hallie is getting like Drew Holiday type of players guarding him. Drew Holiday ain't getting like the best defenders on the other team
Yeah, but
guarding
that's
him.
a
Like
that's
it's
a
like a game plan
complete
thing.
package because Drew Holiday then goes and guards your best player.
Exactly. He goes and guards your best player, and then he still gives you 21, 5, and 3.
He don't give that. He don't do that. Yeah,
He
like
just
13.
did it in the finals. What do you
He
mean
ain't
he
do
don't
no
do that? He
21,
just did it in
bro.
the
He ain't do no
finals.
21, bro.
Miles, he didn't have Miles. We sat there and watched it together, bro.
Oh, I mean, like he had like a break, like he's capable of like a breakout game. He's capable of that, like for sure. But like 14 points in the finals. I mean,
Come on, Miles, bro. You don't
you
seriously
taking Hallie right now to start it.
You think Tyrese Halliburton's a better basketball player than Drew Holiday?
Yeah. You game
You know we
planning
like
for
offense.
you game planning for. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, but you game planning for Hallie. You not game planning for Drew.
Yes.
Like it's multiple other players that you're gonna try to game plan
Nah,
for.
you
Like,
actually do have to game plan for Drew
You game
because
plan
Drew
Drew
is going to be
Holiday, bro.
because Drew is going to take out your best player. Like that's
Like you
if you
literally
are the
game
Indiana
like Jimmy
Pacers,
Butler
plan.
did.
if you're the
Like he took out Jimmy
if
Butler.
you're the if
Jimmy
you're the
Butler
Indiana
put
Pacers,
a 40 on him.
if you're the Indiana Pacers, you have to game plan for the fact that Hallie is going to be a little less productive playing with Drew Holiday guarding him.
Game plan for Drew Holiday in a different way. Because he's a problem for everything that you want to run, everything that you want to do, every bucket you want your star to get is water is cut off tonight. So now we got to change our whole scheme to get folks open because we know he can't dribble versus Drew Holiday. And might
You know
I
he
add,
picking you
I
up.
watched Drew Holiday do some things to Tyrese Halliburton in some live scrimmages this past summer. It wasn't looking too pretty for your boy. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a whole lot of
But he's able to focus more on the defensive end because he's not asked to do much on the offensive end.
Miles, that's a bad take right there.
He's not asked to do much on the offensive end. Like when
Okay,
he does on the offensive end,
take,
it's a
bro.
plus,
But
but
that's
it's
a
not
bad
like he's asked to put up 18 and 10.
That's a bad take. He's not asked to do it, and he still does it.
He
Plus
doesn't.
the defense.
What's the
Plus
what's
the
the stats?
defense.
He doesn't do it. He averaged 12-5. 12-5-4. This is what
You're talking about 12-5-4 with two other guys that are almost averaging 30 a night.
yeah, because he's the complimentary piece to them. The complimentary piece. Ben Simmons.
Oh my God. Dog, it's 1:30, dog. It's 1:30. It's 1:30.
Ben
You don't
Simmons
got
back.
class in the morning, bro. You
Yeah, I'm
don't got
tired.
class in the morning, bro.
Ben Simmons back in
We
the
about to
lab.
talk about Ben Simmons at 1:30, dog. Oh my God. All right, triple threat fans. It's
I would have
Miles
rather.
P.
I would have.
Kobe.
I would have rather you went to the best NFL rookie so far. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, God. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm cool after that.
Ben Simmons back in the lab. Comeback season loading. Come on, bro. What?
Come on, bro.
What team does he even play for anymore? Does anybody know? Is he still in Brooklyn? Where he at?
He on the
He's
Nets.
still in
Chris,
Brooklyn in street
Chris,
clothes,
they said that
dog.
he having a breakout season.
He said that.
His trainer.
Oh, he
Chris
did.
Brickley.
I mean, Brickley. That's a part of. He has to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for
That's
his,
promotion.
that's
That's
for
promotion.
his promo. He's looking out for his guy. Ben Simmons. I actually am.
But somebody, I'm looking at it on Twitter right now. Somebody just said once you see Ben Simmons shooting videos, that's how you know the NBA season soon about to start back up.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I'm actually a big Ben Simmons fan. I really like. I mean, I had to see it live in high school. Like, I was a big fan in college. Like when he first got to the league, but I rather him. I just want to see him do it at this point. I want to see him go out there and be what he once was. But as far as a comeback season in Brooklyn, nah, just not buying it. Nah. You know where he would be great at right now, though?
Golden State.
No,
I just seen somebody. I just seen somebody say Golden State today. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
ain't gonna lie.
I think it was like
Simmons right now in Phoenix would be crazy. Ben Simmons in Phoenix would be crazy right now. Not even gonna hold you. Ben Simmons at the one in Phoenix would be crazy. Because all he got to do, he don't even want to shoot the pill. So all he got to do is get it to three dudes that only want to shoot the pill and rebound. I think that'd be, and he can go. He can help them defensively with his size. He could solve a lot of problems for them. Even though they just got Tyus Jones, I think he would be very effective.
Well, they got Tyus Jones. That's a good pickup.
That's a great pickup. That was a great pickup for them. I think he's going to change their team. Not going to lie. As they're starting one, I think he's going to change their team.
That's a good John, because they can actually have that's their point guard.
Yeah, I wasn't saying Ben Simmons was going to start, but he can go over there and come off the bench though.
Off the bench.
They come off the bench though.
Would you start Bobo over him?
Over who?
Ben Simmons.
I think Bobo needs to be starting for the Suns anyway.
yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand how we give
That
all
would
this.
that just puts them in a whole different like.
It's just like we're doing all this hype to Wemby when folks was doing this way before Wemby even showed up. But like nobody want to give him the opportunity to play through his early young mistakes. Like folks is 7'4", he got the same handle, same rope, same jump shot, same skill level, but they just won't give him
The handle might be even better, dog. The handle might be even better.
Like Bobo really got a bag.
Why don't he like play like? Because obviously like these coaches. Because I'm like, because sometimes I'm like, everybody be saying Bull should play, but it's coaches that be with him like day in day out that don't trust him. So I'm like,
I heard it's a
who
work.
am I to be like, you don't know what you talk about? You in the gym with him every day. But I'm like, this guy is a freak. Like I'd be confused. I really be confused. I'm like,
From my sources, I heard it's a work ethic thing with him. I heard his work ethic is very up and down. Now, I don't know if that's true or false, not there, but just from what I've heard, that's what they say is.
maybe it's. I think Shaq said something about that too.
But I mean, every video I see, him and KD going at it one on one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So he working at something.
for sure.
But let's close it out.
Let's close out. Hey, look, y'all like, comment, subscribe, do all that. It was a failed attempt to
Ben Simmons at 1:30 in the morning was crazy.
Like, that's crazy. You know,
I'm not getting past that, dog.
You know, definitely could have went NFL rookie. He tried to throw that Ben Simmons.
I'm not getting past that, bro. Ben Simmons at 1:30 in the morning on a Thursday night.
That's an NFL rookie though, so far.
Then I guess Marv. I don't know. Does Marv get it because he has such a great game?
I mean, Malik Neighbors also had a great game.
I think Malik Neighbors gonna struggle because he got Daniel Jones though. Like I don't know that that's gonna be a consistent like. I don't know that's gonna be consistent. Like you might not hear from Malik for another 4 games. That's just.
And they play the Browns.
Yeah, and they got us. They got us on Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah, y'all gonna whoop them. Yeah, y'all gonna whoop them bad.
Wait, next Thursday?
They gonna whoop them so bad. Yeah. Y'all gonna whoop them so bad. It's gonna be absolutely.
I'm gonna get y'all payback on the Giants after.
Yeah, I can guarantee. Yeah, no, that's like whatever that spread is. Let me tap that.
Yeah,
let me tap that. Now I think I'm very, very scared of Jaden Daniels. I'm very, very scared. Like, and I said this before he got drafted. I was like, I hope the Commanders don't get him. They got him. That guy scares me because he's legit. He's the goods.
My answer is Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, well, Hollywood out on IR. He's gonna keep hooping.
My answer is Xavier Worthy. That's who I'm rocking with.
They said Hollywood not gonna play the whole regular season.
Yeah, they say y'all.
Xavier Worthy only gonna keep going up.
Yeah, I think
that's not my pick, but he gonna keep going up.
He's gonna have a field.
He'll be number 2 to Rasheed Rice. Number 3.
87 is still out there. He's a wide receiver. Travis Kelce's a wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver.
Like
Travis Kelce's all.
I do think this weekend he's finna like go off because he had 2 bad games. But he'll take a step back. It's gonna be weird. He'll take like a step back in the regular season and then turn up in the postseason and be like, "Oh, that's the guy that we all know."
Why you look up like that when I say that?
Who, me?
Yeah, why you look up like that? You don't think the Falcons gonna beat the Chiefs?
Oh no, I didn't. I won't pay attention.
I don't think
my fault.
They beating the Chiefs in Atlanta though. They gonna beat the Chiefs.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it'll happen, but I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be like, oh my god, the Chiefs beat the.
I think it's you're right. I called it last week, man.
I think Kurt gets terrorized by that. By Chris Jones. Chris Jones gonna terrorize him. You gonna see.
No Isaiah Pacheco. Who's running the rock for them now?
Carson Steele, the rookie that they drafted.
The white boy?
I get that a real sick now.
The white boy is crazy. Don't do him like that. Don't do him like that. That's going to diminish his whole image. Cut that from the. That's going to diminish his whole image, bro. That's going to start.
Flip
So much controversy gonna come on that, bro.
Like, bro, we're gonna get back to that whole conversation of all white football team versus all black football team. We don't.
Hey, bro.
Need to. No, I ain't gonna lie,
I
bro.
only said it because
Bro actually can tote that pill
he
though.
decent. He decent.
He
He
actually
decent.
can.
I just didn't know he was about to start. I didn't
Yeah,
know he was about to start, but that's a little.
he's most definitely a white version.
We ain't seen a white running back start since Peyton Hillis was on the Madden cover in Cleveland. I
Oh,
don't
they're
know.
both from UCLA.
Christian McCaffrey.
Bro, it was a joke, bro. You gotta you
But,
gotta
I just wanted to make sure
God
we
damn.
were.
Bro, laugh, bro. It's 1:40 in the morning and he got us talking about Ben Simmons, dog. Like you gotta laugh, bro. You gotta laugh through the pain, dog.
It's fucking what though?
See, that's why
Time.
then, and then that, you can't clip my the white boy thing because I
I
cussed right
can't
after
click
it.
that. They messing up.
I
They
dropped
messing
that
up.
I
They
dropped the
messing up.
F-bomb right after it. You can't even clip it. You yeah.
Yo, everybody watching. It's like 6 on Instagram, like 3 on. Hey, I didn't say that. We ain't say white boy, none of that.
It's 1:40 in the morning, bro.
4 in the morning. I got
Bro,
orientation at 9 a.m. And we gonna rock out though.
Kobe, I see you in a couple days, dog.
Oh, P. Never mind. After the 5, after we get off live. After we get off live. After we get off live, P.
Hey
Miles,
yo,
close it out, bro.
be
Just
sure to
get
like,
back.
comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, man. Show some love to the guys, Kobe and P. We out here. About to be 2 a.m. putting in this content for y'all. Be sure to show us some love. Peace.